Right, okay. Just further to the reading the terrain video that I posted before with the with the big hop forwards on the drive that I posted. I just wanted to show you something else here. This particular hole, it's hole number 9 on the current tournament. Now, I would suggest that most players, I don't think there's many players that are gonna pick this up, are gonna pick a ball that's quite long, because it's a par 5 and you need to get up there sort of quite close to get to the Bigfoot range. So we'll just see where that is. But there's something that I think most players are going to miss on this particular hole and on a lot of holes, and it's regarding the terrain. So I want to get up to sort of here if possible, and that'll get me to the Bigfoot range. Now, I don't think I'm too far away from getting there, but I think I'm going to get I'm going to pull up short. So just looking at here, most people are going to apply the top spin and sort of aim there and then shoot. But something that I just wanted to show you is if you zoom right in to this sort of level and take a look at where I'm landing right there. Can you see the uphill? That's really uphill. Now keep an eye on the shot view. So keep an eye on from the first to the second bounce and the shape of that shot view as I move forwards and backwards, because you can see I'm landing on an uphill slope. So as I pull backwards, look at the ball guide extending, the shot view extending. So I can land there or I can land there and it's going to go the same distance. So if I land there with maximum topspin with the RB, it's really going to check up. So what do I need to do there? Switch clubs, and you can do that really quickly now with the new feature. Pick a topspin club like the Highlander, and I can't land there, but I'm going to land here, but I've got a lot more topspin. I've got a lot more topspin to work with, and I'm landing much further back. So rather than landing sort of with the RB, I was going to be landing on this upslope and dying. I'm now going to use the Highlander with maximum topspin, land on this front portion, and look at the bounce, look at the shape of the bounce. This one's going to go for miles compared to if you use the RB. So what we need to do is find a flat position. Take a good look at the terrain when you're playing tournaments and really think about where you're landing, rather than just going like this and you can't see any of the terrain from this view. Zoom right in, take a really good look for bumps, look for upslopes, downslopes, try and land on downslopes to give yourself that scoop forwards. Try and just I know it takes a bit more time, but just try and do that and you'll see the result in a moment. So we're looking at, it's only a small adjustment on this, about 1.2 rings, and just let's see how far forward this scoots. It's really going to kick on because of the top spin, landing on a flat surface. That's going much, much further than the RB would have gone, and that's just because of the terrain. So just going back, if you look, you can see this bump, the dark patch there, that's an upslope right there. And if I was to use the RB, the second bounce was going to be, it was going to bounce there and then sort of just drop like that. And that's pretty, that little jagged line that I've just drawn, that's pretty indicative of what was going to happen. So you'd maybe get to there, but landing further back, you get a much further bounce forwards because you're hitting the flat or down slope. And because of that, again, we can now choose. I mean, it doesn't matter too much on this hole, to be honest, but we can now choose a much better shot. So I'm going to go with the root, and we're going to be at medium club, which is 1.47. So 3.3 divided by 1.47 is 2.25 rings. I'm going to get a much better shot than if we'd have landed further back. And you know, if it had been headwind, this second shot, then we could have been in trouble. And this is going to guarantee you a load more tiebreaker points. If you just look at the little details like this. So I'm going to go somewhere around about there, and 2.25 rings. Just going to pop the grid on. That's the grid. 2.25 rings. And we get a really nice shot in. Should get plenty of tiebreaker points. You're looking at sort of 1700 tiebreaker points. So we got really close, nearly 1800 tiebreaker points, as opposed to, you know, if we'd just blasted that without thinking about it, caught the upslope, would have landed 30 or 40 feet, or maybe even 30 yards further back, and then had to play a big topspin run out shot to get to the same point. Because of that, we, you know, if you land on the fringe on your approach, you're 1700 points worse off. And I mean, look at this now. I didn't get any drops on this round. I came fairly close on a few of the shots, didn't get any drops, but look at the tiebreaker now, 10,100. And I know it's only the qualifying round, but if that's the final round, it's little things like that that can really make a difference. So take your time, look at the terrain on every shot, even the drives that look really simple, you know, just take your time. I hope this video can really help you. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, hit like, and I thank you very much for checking me out.